It has been a week since 4 people and an unborn child died in a crash in Delaware County. The car they were in was traveling at a high rate of speed and being pursued by Pennsylvania State Police.
And there are still a lot of unanswered questions about what happened before and during that chase, including if police should have pursued the vehicle. NBC 10 investigators have been looking into state police's policy and how it compares to other law enforcement agencies throughout the country. Investigative reporter Claudia Vargas went to state police headquarters for answers. Claudia?
Yeah, Johnny. Well, Pennsylvania State Police keeps its full pursuit policy private and out of the public's eyes. State law actually says law enforcement agencies should do that. But we learned some of the basics of the policy, including that PSP can start a pursuit for minor traffic infractions.
After taking off from a traffic stop, this red Ford Taurus ended up crashing into a concrete bridge embankment on 322 in Upper Chichester last week. 4 of the 7 passengers died, including a pregnant teenager.
Our hearts and sympathy go out to those who lost their lives and their families and everyone who was a part of that.
Lieutenant Adam Reed is the communications director for the Pennsylvania State Police. He says troopers were monitoring the Brinton Lake Shopping Center in Concord Township due to recent retail theft.
They saw a vehicle in which the occupants were acting suspiciously.
According to police, their car had a tinted front windshield, expired inspection stickers, and a paper tag obscured by a tinted license plate cover.
The reason for the stop was going to be the said equipment violations, and the operator chose not to stop, and the pursuit ensued.
Okay. So is that proper under a state police policy to pursue a car if they don't stop?
Yes, certainly. Certainly. Our pursuit policy does allow for our members to pursue a vehicle if the driver chooses not to yield during an attempted traffic stop.
Okay, and it doesn't matter what the violation may be?
It doesn't matter what the violation is.
He went on to say that troopers have to weigh their duty to apprehend a violator against the risk to public safety.
I'm not going to offer any second guesses or weigh in on the decision at the time because, again, every decision is different and things happen very quickly.
The agency is investigating the incident internally. Last week's pursuit is part of a rising increase in police chases in Pennsylvania, and in particular from state police. The number of pursuits by state police assigned to Philadelphia and the collar counties went up from 127 in 2019 to 373 in 2023. In that time, state police pursuits have led to 200 injuries in our area, plus 5 deaths in 2022 and 2023.
Why are we seeing an increase then in these police pursuits from state police?
Well, I wouldn't be able to answer that. You would have to ask the individuals that are choosing to flee from us.
Well, I'm asking from the police perspective. Well, you guys are actively choosing to pursue some of these vehicles.
Well, the people are choosing to run from us, and we are doing our duty to attempt to apprehend them.
Jeff Alpert is a criminology and criminal justice professor at the University of South Carolina. He has studied police pursuits for several decades. He says chases have been on the rise nationally in recent years.
Post-COVID, we've seen some movement where departments are relaxing that standard. And now we're seeing, because of that relaxation, I think we're seeing pursuits like you're discussing.
He called last week's state pursuit and others like it inappropriate.
They're extremely risky with no real reason to pursue the person.
Alpert was part of a working group with the Police Executive Research Forum that issued a 160-page guide for law enforcement agencies to manage risks associated with pursuits. The 2023 report had one main recommendation. Pursuits should take place only when 2 very specific standards are met. 1, a violent crime has been committed, and 2, the suspect poses an imminent threat to commit another violent crime.
Just because I don't chase you, it doesn't mean I can't try to find where you were, try to find who you are, and in many cases be able to apprehend you later.
Is the state police trying to follow that lead?
Well, our pursuit policy has not changed.
Reed says, bottom line, people need to stop when a trooper asks them to stop. Otherwise, they're authorized to pursue. And Johnny Tracy, the report that I referenced there on the police pursuits is now on our website. So if you want to check it out, it's on NBC10.com.
Very interesting. And we know, at least from state police, that crash that happened on 322 stemmed from a burglary at a Lululemon. So that was obviously...
Well, alleged. We still don't know for sure if that happened.
According to police.
According to police,
right.
yeah. All right.
All right. Thank you, Claudia.